It's day 26 of the 1 year fast. I'm just coming to the end of a 48-hour fast. I fasted yesterday and today, about to break the fast. Gonna have some spirulina in a shake to break the fast. And gonna have that in about another 10 minutes or so. So feeling good. As mentioned yesterday, there definitely seems to be a pattern emerging, which is, I think, well documented, well reported. On fasting days, I definitely feel more energized than on non-fasting days. So when I eat, I feel more lethargic. When I don't eat, I actually have more energy. So that's one big benefit to fasting. Also, I want to take my ketone readings. I have my new ketone reader, and then I'm going to compare that to my original old ketone reader. This is about 4 years old. Tried and trusted ketone reader. So maybe we'll start with the original. So the original is really easy to use. You know, you press the button, you get a countdown from 20, you get to 20, there's a beep. You blow into this older ketone reader after the beep, and there's a second beep, you stop blowing, you get your readings. But again, this ketone reader, just a guide, and it can be volatile, so it's not always going to give good readings. First beep. No second beep. And clearly it's not working. There's a reading of 99. Again, that's not a true number. So yeah, we can put that one to the side. Again, these breath-based ketone readers, they're just there as a guide. Definitely susceptible to error. Then we have our new ketone reader. Now this one is a bit frustrating. It counts down from 100 before it vibrates. So there we go. Blow into this. So we get a reading. And we have a reading of 3. Now that is level 1, which means I'm not in ketosis. So according to the old ketone reader, I'm way over in dangerous land of ketosis. And according to the new ketone reader, I'm not in ketosis. And that's after 48 hours of fasting, water and electrolytes. So I would imagine they're both wrong. Definitely wouldn't be 99, what the old reader was showing. And I would imagine I'm higher than 3, which the new ketone reader is showing. So I probably need to get a new ketone reader. I'll think about a different strategy for reading my ketones. I definitely want to have a semi-accurate understanding of being in ketosis, because clearly I want to get into ketosis. I want to get into those fat reserves and start burning some fat. That is definitely not the reason for the 1 year fast, but it's something I want to see. As I mentioned earlier this week, I was considering buying a new smartwatch. I also mentioned that I did have a really basic Garmin. I don't like to mention names, but I had a Garmin Venue, and I liked it. It's a very basic smartwatch. Did all the basic readings around steps, around heart rate, and so on and so forth. But I found it a bit controlling. So when I lost it, I traveled to California, which I do on a semi-regular basis. I flew over to, I was on the way to San Francisco and stopped at LA Airport. And whilst it lacks, I took my jacket off, and I'm pretty sure that as I took my jacket off, I broke the strap of the watch and I lost the watch at LA Airport. After that, I decided not to replace it straight away. I thought, it's a bit controlling. I'm going to leave it alone for a bit, try and take a break from that nagging voice on your wrist. I may get another smartwatch midpoint of the 1 year fast when I have my DEXA scan and my VO2 max and my RMR. So I think about it. It could be valuable for the dashboard, but it might just be overwhelming. So anyway, coming back to California, I often think about California in terms of, it's a beautiful place, isn't it? It's a beautiful state, But is it too big? Is it too large? I know there was a proposal, maybe a decade ago, to partition California into 3 states. Some insightful character made the proposal. However, I believe it was rejected or put on the back burner. But I actually think it's a really good idea to have California split into 3, give more local autonomy around administration and governance. I think that could be really beneficial to the people of California. And of course, it would be really easy to partition California into 3 states. You could look southern state, Mexican border, obviously make San Diego your seat of governance and administration, go up to just south of LA and call that your southern state, and then from just south of LA up to, say, maybe San Jose, just south of San Francisco, that could be your central Californian state. And then, of course, Northern California would be from San Jose up to the Oregon border. And, seat of governance there could be current Sacramento, or you could shift it over to San Francisco. I honestly believe that would be amazing for the people of California. We'd, of course, have 52 states in America then, but that's not a bad thing. And, having that, again, that more local autonomy might give more capacity for the people of the state to actually gain governance that is meaningful for them. And again, I'm not saying that to be controversial or reflect any political leaning. I'm just mentioning that could be beneficial for the people of California. Local autonomy, more power over your region, and 3 states. So, 52 states of America. I think that could be really, really great for California, for the people, and for the whole of the US. But that's a view of an Englishman that is a proud American citizen too. Yeah, I just thought I'd share that. And again, there was a very insightful gentleman that proposed that. I believe it's about a decade ago. But it didn't go too far. I think it's time to resurrect that idea. That's a great idea. And I think it's got lots of potential to make California a stronger area. 3 different states. I'm not sure whether you would call them Southern California, Central California, Northern California. I'm sure we could get much more creative around the namings of those new states partitioned California into 3. Yeah, it could be fantastic. Anyway, just thought I'd share that point of view for what it's worth. I'm on day 26 of my 1-year fast. Again, framework protocol. I'm going to fast 3 days a week for 52 consecutive weeks. I choose the days within the week. I'm feeling good. Ketone reading's not showing too much, which is disappointing. I'm going to rethink that strategy. Maybe I'm going to try one more breath-based ketone reader. If no luck there, I might take it to the next level and go for more of one of those kind of blood-based, hemo-based analyzers. I'm not sure if they're more accurate or not. I need to do more research on that. Okay, day 26, feeling good. For the record, again, videos are here for reference post the 1-year fast. Come back, take a look. Got the record. How was Alfie doing on day, for example, here, 26? How did he look? Don't answer that question. But, how was he performing mentally, physically, emotionally? Did he have a spiritual element? Just really look at that and see how that could potentially align with fasting. So that's the purpose. A yardstick, another yardstick. Okay, end of day 26. I'm going to have my shake in a moment. Spirulina. I've got actually a hemp-based protein powder. Put in some creatine, some almond milk, and maybe a couple of blueberries, and that will be my first meal to break this fast. And then I'm going to step into tomorrow and Saturday eating days, and then I will start my fast on Sunday. Again, my fasting week goes from Sunday through to Saturday, and then on Sunday I'm probably going to eat again. Next week I'm thinking I'm going to fast 3 days in a row. Most likely going to be Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. Or maybe even Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll see how it goes. See how I'm feeling. 3-day fast. Yeah, feeling up for that. And as I say, maybe a little deeper into the fast, I'm going to do that back-to-back weeks. So 1 week I'm going to do Thursday, Friday and Saturday. And the second week, the subsequent week, do Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. Therefore constituting a 6-day fast, which will be fun. Okay, well, that's all I have to say for day 26. Feeling good, going to break the fast. Yeah, thank you.